we answered our question. Why don't we run the football every single play? Let's go ahead and talk about it. So guys, I went through every single week and looked at Pro Football Focus grades for our offensive line in the run blocking department. Because recently we make a lot of videos about the pass blocking and protecting Joe Burrow. But we always say, run the damn ball, run the damn ball. Why are you not running the damn ball? Well, it's because they can't even block for the running the ball. No, that's an overreaction. They can block, but they have not been that good this year. So you see a lot of red, and red is a bad thing. Yellow is average, okay, maybe like serviceable, and then green is good. And in recent weeks, yeah, our run blocking has been very, very decent. I mean, against the Cardinals, we had, 3 players come in here with a good run blocking grade, except for, Orlando Brown and Kappa. Kappa, absolutely horrendous. And then Orlando Brown, okay. But then against the Titans, 36.4 for Orlando Brown. So that was horrendous, atrocious. But then the rest of the guys actually did pretty okay / serviceable. And then you look at the Seahawks game. Now, Seahawks game is a little weird because, Orlando Brown does get hurt in this game. He goes down with an injury late in the game, so we did have to bring in Cody Ford. And Cody Ford, in his credit, 6 snaps versus 8 run blocking snaps for Cody Ford. He actually had a better grade than Orlando Brown. Ironically enough, he actually had a better grade in those 6 snaps than Alex Kappa did, Orlando Brown did in week 4 and week 5. So, shout out to Cody Ford because I don't really give him much credit on this channel, but he actually played better in the run blocking game than those guys did. But the first 3 weeks of the season, when Joe was hurt the most and Joe had the calf strain and Joe was trying to recover and we said, hey, stop throwing the ball, you gotta run the ball every play. Yeah, you see the red. Now, let's put this in context. Why does this look so bad? Why are we not able to run the ball? Why is our line not able to block? Well, you also got to remember situational football. What is the context of happening in those games that is causing us not to be able to block correctly and run the ball? Well, it might be those stack in the box, right? Look at the Browns game. We got down by a lot early. We did run the ball 20 times. But at the end of the day, they're stacking the box every single play, blitzing us, sending different blitzes, exotic blitzes at us. It's hard to run the ball when there's 7 people in the backfield the second the ball is hiked, right? So there is context to every single game. Ravens game, same thing. It sent a lot of blitzes at us. The Rams game, you had to go against a really good defensive line and Aaron Donald. You had to go against a really good defensive line with the Titans. Although the Titans game, we actually did pretty dang good on, run blocking circumstances. And same thing with the Cardinals. But you look at, kind of comparisons here. The Titans have really good pass rush. They don't really have that good of a run stoppers. The Cardinals don't really have much of anything on defense. So that's probably why we did amazing. Seahawks have a pretty good defensive line. Yeah, we got destroyed. Ravens, Rams, Browns, all good defensive lines. So it's not always that, our guys are getting destroyed or our line cannot block correctly. A lot of it is also situational football, and sadly, we become very one-dimensional because what ends up happening is we run the ball a couple times, it works, it doesn't work, and then we go away from it, right? And then we don't run the ball into situations that really are not beneficial for us. But we look at last week versus the Seahawks, we had a 3rd and 1. And we get that 3rd and 1 first down, we are moving the chains, and we are probably kicking a field goal that drive, if not scoring a touchdown. And that is humongous. That is a game-changing type of play. And on 3rd and 1, we couldn't get the first down. Joe Mixon runs the ball straight up the middle on the right-hand side. Actually, Kappa's and Teddy Karras' side, and Karras' side. And you can see by here, they actually lined up as the best run blockers in that game. So it made sense, in all honesty, to run the ball to that right-hand side. Because if you ran to the left-hand side, that's Cordell Volson. That's where things get a little shaky. So we weren't able to even get 1 yard, though. Even with that being our best side. And a lot of the reason why was, you look at right here. 14 runs in that game, and all red. All red, which means the defenders are getting through our guys and getting to the running back, getting in the backfield, and causing problems. And again, like I said, there's different factors, obviously, yes, like I just said, the exotic blitzes, but it's also blocking, right? And it's also holding your block or making sure no one comes in. And we've seen so much this year so far where we run the ball and the guy breaks through the guy. He pushes Volson to the ground. He gets around Volson. I'm not trying to pick on Volson here, but I mean, a lot of this red, I'm sorry, Volson, but a lot of this red is also you, my man. It's the same thing when it comes to, pass blocking. A lot of red is you. Now, again, Titans game, you had a 92 overall pass blocking grade, which is good. But, you've definitely not been the greatest this season overall-wise. But, yeah, this is why we don't run the damn ball. I would say it, like, in the best context possible, is that it's a mess. Now, why is this happening, right? Because at the end of the day, we gotta now have to find a solution. Because now we have a problem, right? And now we gotta find a solution to the problem. What's the solution? Well, the solution to the problem is the pass game opens up the run game, right? Run game opens up the pass game. They work interchangeable. A lot of these games, we become one-dimensional, and we just start passing the ball every single play, and we forget about the run game. But the problem when you do that is if you become one-dimensional, a team then can just commit to the pass. And if you're not able to pass effectively, then you go back to the run game and try to desperately get rushing attempts, and what happens? You're not able to do anything because the team knows, well, they can't pass the ball against us. Let's just play the run, make sure they don't run the ball, and we'll be fine to get out of here with a W. And that ends up happening over and over and over again. You see a lot of these games when we get down, or the second half when it's just not going good for us. We stopped doing play action passes as much. We start passing the ball every single play in shotgun. And teams, they don't have to commit to the run game at all. They can send exotic blitzes against us, stack the box, and send 7 because why not? We're not gonna run the ball, so you can just easily get a pass play, and as long as you cover the receivers and press the receivers, you should be fine. And that's what's happening in these games over and over and over and over again, is that we're not able to really become two-dimensional. We become one-dimensional very quickly, and we kind of just forfeit the rest of the game when it comes to trying to change that up. And a lot of that is play calling. That is a lot of play calling problems. It is also blocking problems. It is also, I guess you would say the receiver is getting open in execution, right? It is execution. I know that's something that Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow and Callahan has been really stressing enough is execution. It is execution. It's the receivers getting open. Joe finding the receivers open. When he misses throws where Chase is wide open or Tyler Boyd's wide open, it hurts us in more ways than just a missed throw. Because now the now the defense is like, ooh, they're not able to throw the ball effectively. And then you can't just run the ball. Right? You have to open up the run game by the pass game, open up the pass game by the run game. And if you can't do it and you become one-dimensional, you get shut down very, very easy. So at the end of the day, again, like I said, you do have to put context to all of these games of why are there so much red? Why are we sucking at running the ball? And it's not simply, just plug and play, take another lineman, pick him up, trade for him, and put him in this situation, and they're going to do amazing. Most linemen, the sad part is, most linemen, if we took a new lineman and put him in a situation right here and try to fill in the red gap, so let's say we take out, Cordell Volson, and we put in another lineman. Sad thing is, they probably wouldn't be effective at all. They probably would be in the same boat that Cordell Volson's in. And it's not because Cordell Volson is so good, it's because of the fact that, again, we're putting these guys up, we're setting our guys up for failure by becoming one-dimensional and not throwing, running, and being efficient. So I'm not saying that they wouldn't do better. They probably would do better if it's a better player overall-wise, but it's not 100% that, plug and play a new guy and you're just going to automatically fix everything. A lot of it is really just the play calling. It is the execution, but it's also, again, I can't stress enough, it's the play calling. It's really creating, this dynamic offense, making it, less vanilla and more things that they have to focus on. At the end of the day, you want the defense to have to commit to certain things. You want the defense to, have to kind of force their hand throughout the game, right? You want them to have to do things they don't want to do, and that's the way you win these games. And at the end of the day, we're not doing that. We're not. we're really just playing vanilla offense. We're playing very, soft offense, and we're playing very conservative in a lot of these games. And I think the best way possible to describe it is actually someone in the live stream on Sunday actually said it. They said we're playing not to lose. And I think that's what we're doing. We're playing not to lose. We know we can play good defense, so we're playing not to lose on offense. And you're never going to win a game if you do that. You're never going to. Those things on defense prevent you from winning, right? Offensively, when you play in a very, try not to lose offense, you're going to lose every single time. And it is what it is, but we're going to have to change some things. We have a bye week coming up. We got to get that thing going, get everything rolling. We'll be fine. Who they out.